What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I decided that I wanted to read this book because, one, I had seen a couple people talking about it, they were really excited about it, it was really cool, blah blah blah, but R.F. Kuang is going to be writing in The Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view, and she has expressed on Twitter that she loves the Tico sisters and really wants to write Rose and Paige, so I was like, okay, fine, I have to read your book, and The Poppy War is insane. This is new adult, probably a little bit more adult than new adult. We are very, very much enriched in Asian mythology, Asian history. This is a very war-torn, like mythical country, mythical time. And our main character, Ren, is the centerpiece of it. She is like this southern orphaned girl. Nobody thinks anything of her. She's with this like horrible, like family that took her in. She's about to be married off, and she's like, you know what? I don't want to do that. So I am going to do everything in my power so that I can take this test, get tested into like the best school in the country so that I can go for free, and I'm going to become this amazing commander because that's not the life that I want. This is the life that I want. That's something that I really love about Ren. She knows like what she wants, and then she's willing to do whatever it takes to get there. She doesn't let anything hold her back. She doesn't let anybody tell her that she can't do it. Once she decides that this is what she wants out of her life, she goes for it. And that's something that comes around at the end of the book. There's this big idea of destiny, and like, was something leading her to all of these choices, or was it her making these decisions, which I thought was really cool. Like, Ren has a lot of agency, and she is very angry and very messy, and I love seeing that with female characters because that's not something that like YA explores a whole lot, and that's also just something that I feel like media in general doesn't tend to explore a whole lot. When it came to the world building, like, this world was amazing. I did like the politics a lot. I did like how everything was interconnected, but I will say, okay, so this book is called The Poppy War, and it's about a war. A war breaks out during this book, and a lot of this book is dedicated to the battles and things that are happening. That's when I kind of hit a wall with it. I really liked the beginning of it when Rin was in Sinigard and when she was training and we were kind of learning about like this mythology and this lore that was going on. Once we got into more of like the battles, I was like, okay, I'm kind of over it, whatever. But the thing about it is that it's really trying to show you how horrible everything is. Like, the people that are attacking are so cruel, and they basically like are seen as monsters. Like, the things that they do are horrible, and the way violence is used in this book is to really show you like the juxtaposition. It's not really shown for like shock factor. I was kind of thinking a lot about like Game of Thrones. It was really shown to show you like the way that Ren's side like views this Federation coming in. Like, they really see them as monsters, and they do monstrous things, and monstrous things have been done in the past by other people. So as you're going on with the book, and then like Ren starts doing things, or maybe people on her side start doing things, like, you really get this interesting view of like, wow, war is really messy and nobody's really making good decisions here. On top of that, we do have a mystical element. We do have these gods that are involved, this pantheon of gods. We have a lost civilization of people, and it's really cool how this mythology is being woven together and where Rin finds herself in it as the story is going on. I did really like the magic in this book. When more of it was being introduced, that was kind of when I was kind of like falling out of love with it just a little bit during all of those battle scenes, but it kicks back up towards the end, and I was really invested in it, and you're starting to learn more things going on. I really ended up liking how the author gave you information. Like, everything was so much from Ren's perspective, but then every so often you would get like a little something from somewhere else, and you're like, wait a second, and then it comes in way later, and you're like, wait, hold on. And because of that, like, the last 2 hours of this book was just so much is happening, so much is going on, and by the end of it, literally all I could think was just, wow. The way R.F. Kuang crafted this book, the way she crafted these characters was just really amazing. I really loved this book. Like, even though it got slow for me in the middle, like, I'm still giving this book an A+, because by the end of it, I was like, yes, no, I wouldn't change anything about this book. I ended up loving the way it was paced. I ended up loving every everything that was done in this book. It is very heavy. It is very dark. Like I said, it's new adult leaning more towards adult, so do keep that in mind if you decide to read it. There's a lot of language, there's a lot of violence, but all of that was for a purpose. It didn't feel like it was in there for shock value. It didn't feel like it was in it like to be edgy. It felt like it was in it to show you like the consequences of this war and how complicated everything was, and I really truly loved that. So like I said, I'm giving this book an A+, and I am very excited to continue on with the rest of the series, and I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do for Star Wars. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.